Hello, Vanakkam, and welcome back to yet another episode on your favorite Little Slaw YouTube channel. So, if you're someone, a developer or a performance tester who is tired of dealing with the JMeter's clunky GUI, what if I tell you there is a way to write the performance testing using code instead of clicking through endless menus? And today I'm going to show you, and I'm going to talk to you about the JMeter DSL, the game-changing library that's making the performance testing as simple as writing regular code. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly why over 1 million developers worldwide have already made the switch. But first, if you love learning more about any performance testing related topics that actually make your life easier, smash that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow and you as well. And now you're going to see about what is the JMeter DSL. So what exactly is JMeter DSL? This might sound something interesting, right? Think of it as like a translator between you and Apache JMeter, and instead of dragging and dropping elements in the JMeter GUI, you write your performance test in the code, whether that's Java, Kotlin, or any other supported languages. Looks interesting, right? So what is JMeter DSL? I was talking about this for the last 2 minutes, but what is a JMeter DSL? So JMeter DSL stands for JMeter Domain Specific Language, and it was created in 2020. And the brilliant part is you don't need to learn a completely new language or tool. You can use your current programming skills that you already have. Now the question here is, how much time do you currently spend setting up performance test? So write your answer in the comment section, because I'm curious to see how much time I save you again. And it has a lot of libraries that has a lot of popularity. So we're going to talk about users from US, India, and China, and many more countries, and that's over 1 million downloads, and it's still counting. We're going to see about that exactly in our next video, but here we're going to understand what is the problem with the traditional JMeter. It looks a little bit of frustrated, right? But let's be honest about the traditional JMeter for a moment. And before that, raise your hand if you have ever spent 30 minutes just trying to figure out which element goes where in the JMeter GUI. I can't see you, but I'm betting most of you have your hands up right now, right? And here are the main points. First, the GUI that can be overwhelming, especially for new users. Secondly, the version control, and good luck tracking changes in those XML files. And thirdly, integrating with CI/CD pipelines. It's possible, I know, but it's messy. And fourth, the collaboration with your team, that becomes a big nightmare. If all these sounds familiar to you, then you are on the right track, and I thought so. And this is where the JMeter DSL becomes your new best friend, and I'm going to tell you how and why. So instead of this, like clicking and dragging, just imagine if you're just typing in your keyboard, and that gets all your work. So let me break down the 5 game-changing benefits of this JMeter DSL, and I believe you are in with me now. So the first thing, that is facilitated integration. So your performance tests now live in the same repository as your code. You have same version control, same deployment, pipeline, same everything. And you must have talked about the shift left testing, right? So remember that concept. Test early, test often. Yes, JMeter DSL makes this actually practical. You can catch your performance issues before they become expensive problems. Thirdly, the enhanced programmability. You get loops, conditions, variables, functions, all the programming concepts you know and you love, applied that to your performance testing. And the fourth one is the huge one. It's compatible with not only JMeter, you can use that with BlazeMeter, Octoperf, Azure load testing, and even with distributed JMeter. You can scale up your test without changing your code, and that's the highlight here. And next comes the consistency and the maintainability, because code reviews for a performance test, yes, you have to refactor absolutely following all the coding standards, you bet. So which of these benefits that I have told you previously sounds most appealing to you? Drop a comment and let me know. Anything, it can be any of the 5 benefits that I have told you. And now the real world impact. What is the real world impact that the JMeter DSL brings you? Now you might be thinking, this sounds great in theory, but does it actually work in the real world? That's what we're going to see now. So I believe you must have got some idea now, right? What around the JMeter DSL, what exactly is that? So the numbers speaks for themselves. Yes. So we are looking at organizations across multiple continents, from tech startups in the US to enterprise companies in China, all successfully using JMeter DSL in their production environments. So now you can imagine how reliable the JMeter DSL is. And here is what it makes this really powerful modern software development practices your performance test can do now. So go through the code reviews just like your application code. Be automatically tested in your CI/CD pipeline. Be refactored when your application architecture changes, and be documented and maintained by your entire team, not just the JMeter expert. And next comes the interesting part. Think about it. When was the last time you had a proper code review for your performance test? And with JMeter DSL, that becomes a standard practice. So just imagine how much value you are bringing to your team and to your performance testing. And here's something I want you to try after watching this video. Anyways, I'll be taking you through that, but time yourself setting up a simple performance test the traditional way, then try it with JMeter DSL. I guarantee you'll be shocked at the difference for sure, like me. So who should use this? Who is the expected audience? Who is exactly the one who is going to use it? You want to know more, right? So who is the JMeter DSL perfect for? So let's know, or let's see who is that. So if you are a performance testing engineer or performance engineer or a developer who has been avoiding performance testing because JMeter seemed too complicated, then this is for you. If you're a QA engineer who wants to integrate performance testing into modern DevOps workflows, then this is definitely for you. Or if you are a team lead trying to make performance testing a shared responsibility instead of one person's job, then you need to check this out. Now I think I have made it more exciting, right? And if you're already using JMeter but struggling with the maintenance and collaboration, JMeter DSL will change your life. Did I say change your life? Yes, it will definitely change your life. And the beauty is, you don't need to throw away your JMeter knowledge, because JMeter DSL builds on top of JMeter. So everything that you learned still applies. Anything that you learned in terms of all the metrics, the techniques, the technologies and everything, they're not going to be changed. They're still the same. So now we are going to ready to get started, and here is your action plan. What is it? What should you do? Anyways, I will guide you with all the steps, but all you're going to do is check out the official JMeter DSL documentation. I'll put the link in the description below. Start with this simple test. Don't try to convert your most complex test suite on day one. So try with very simple test, maybe a hello world will do good, and get your team involved. The collaborating benefits only work when everyone is on board. Now this looks very simple, right? Yes, it's simple. I'm also putting together a beginner's tutorial on JMeter DSL. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments. If this video gets enough interest, that will be my next project. Hooray! Hope you are interesting, right? So I think I'll be getting some comments for this. And seriously, try timing yourself. Like I mentioned earlier, share your before and after time in the comments. I love seeing those real world improvements in the comment section, and that will be more informative for me as well. And finally, we're going to wrap up this video because we have a lot of work to do in action. So let's close this video. And before that, look, performance testing does not have to be the bottleneck in your development process anymore. And JMeter DSL represents exactly the kind of evolution that we need in our tools, taking something powerful but complex and making it accessible and maintainable. If this video helped you discover something new, hit that like button and subscribe for more developer tool deep dives just like this one and the next one. Yes, the notification bell, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss when I drop the JMeter tutorial series. Finally, I'll give you one activity to do. Most importantly, go try JMeter DSL in your next project. Start small, but start today. Your future self will thank you when you're maintaining your performance test with the same ease as your application code. With that, I'm coming to the end of this video and there are much more to be watched. So thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, it's bye bye from Mr. Chanmugam and your favorite Little Slaw YouTube channel. Take care and bye bye.